In a world of decentralized finance, where business transactions are taking place back and forth and being handled by smart contracts, we have to make sure that we have legality. At the end of the days, industries need to make agreements with each other, and the legal aspects that carry with that must be met. But how do you make a contract with somebody that is in the other side of the world and you enforce that contract? In the traditional finance, you have to go through hoops and loops to be able to get a fair shake if somebody does wrong by you. But now there is a project in the space that is looking to solve all those issues. It's gonna be way better than the legal Zoom of the traditional markets. And in this video, we're going to cover everything that you need to know about the paid network solution and approach to legal agreements on the smart blockchain. So if you want to learn more about it, make sure that you hit that like button, you smash that subscribe button, and the bell notifications as well, because that's how you tell the YouTube algorithm that you want them to show this video to other individuals. Also, make sure you let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this amazing project? And every comment enters you to participate for the possibility of earning a 1-ounce silver coin that we give away as a token of appreciation with all our community members that engage here with us in the Wealth, Legacy, and Freedom channel. Now, without further ado, let's get hustling. I gotta be honest, guys, when I started looking at this project, I got really excited because this project comes to solve several issues that I personally have, especially here building a social media app of the likes of OMNI.ai. You guys know in the community that is, we have to go through a lot of stuff that it requires several regular contracts and agreements and NDAs and several little things that goes behind actually running a proper true corporation that several people don't understand, but that makes it uphill for several of us startup entrepreneurs that want to get amazing projects ahead. And when I saw Pay the Network, I was like, oh my God, thank you, finally somebody that understands what's going on. So I wanted to come right ahead and show you guys why this project is unique and why this project could be something that can be getting mass adoption in the future by pretty much everybody who is doing business in this capitalist society. So what is Paid Network? Paid Network is an ecosystem that leverages blockchain technology to deliver DeFi-powered smart agreements to make business exponentially more efficient. Yes, of course I'm going to be more efficient. Thank you. We allow users to create their own policies and ensure that they get paid. Here you can do simple smart agreements, standardized contracts that will auto-fill smart features, incentivize lending and liquidity pools, arbitration, reputation scoring, Ignition crowdfunding. This alone, the Ignition crowdfunding platform that is for DICOs, are just amazing, guys. And this is something that is a perfect fit for the Paid Network, in my opinion, because there's a lot of regulatory stuff that anybody looking to do an IDO or release an ICO, they have to go through. But here they can have efficiencies on the legal side while as well getting a full crowdfunding platform that paid stakers can get access to. So this will be pretty amazing. But I want to jump right into their pitch deck, because Here they outline very well what is that they're looking to do, and their vision is to redefine the legal system with the application of decentralized finance. That way we can minimize expensive and unnecessary legal counsels, eliminate fragmented jurisdictions, because if I am in one state, just to make a business with a person from another state, I need to be looking and be aware of two states regulation. And if he's in another country, then how do I enforce? Impossible. Here is the solution. Here we can empower the community through opportunities created by a financial tool set that will ultimately be the goal of you getting paid. Because at the end of the day, anybody that enters in a business, any type of business contract or service agreement, that you have somebody that is paying for the service and you have somebody receiving that service. And when those meet, boom, is when the magic happens. But if somebody doesn't hold their end of the deal, then that's when issues arises, and that's why the whole court system even exists, right? So that it can resolve disputes among individuals. Here we can use smart agreements to resolve these disputes among these individuals and ensure that a service provider really gets paid, as long as he delivers. If not, he will not get paid. It also goes the other way. Something that is very cool about this project is that it's DeFi powered. It's robust financial tool set is to safeguard agreements. It's simple. It has it's community governed. That means it's a decentralized, autonomous, organization-based company structure, which means the community governs this project. Also, it's inclusive and borderless, and you can sign and arbitrate agreements truly globally. That alone, this is what I love. That's the part I love. I will be using this so much that you guys don't understand how much is this service needed for anybody, any project that you see, any company, any service you see around need this type of services. So that's what makes this beautiful. And also it's interoperable. This is built on Polkadot blockchain, so that is amazing. The market is huge. Pretty much everybody that LegalZoom goes after, the paid network can go after. And of course, traditional versus centralized versus decentralized. The obvious is always there. Having smart agreements, on-chain signatures, transactions, and escrow, insurance. We can do pretty much most of the stuff without needing a lawyer. And that's beautiful. That will save projects so much money that these lawyers always want to keep from us. Paid leverage this technology to deliver these smart agreements and make business more efficient. So I want to show you the opportunity of the DeFi system is great, and how it works. You can interact with the paid network, and they will have an user interface where you're gonna be able to do everything. You can launch an agreement, set an agreement, and do everything. Now, needless to say, this is built on Parity substrate. And my community in the Wealth Legacy Freedom community knows what this is already. So the tool set of substrate is just amazing. I want to keep going forward because all of this is amazing, but there are a couple of things like this DICO. This DICO is basically that I'm highlighting here, because what is the utility of the token? Let's talk about the utility about this token so you understand this. What is the token used for? Well, you need the token to purchase agreements and launch agreements, and to pay subscription services fees if the service you're going after has a subscription. DeFi users can receive rewards for staking, so you can stake your assets to then do arbitrage and do other things on the ecosystem. You will have lending and insurance. You have escrow, but you also have DICOs, and DICOs is a decentralized, autonomous initial coin offering, which will allow entities to raise funds like an ICO. You raise funds, right? But with a decentralized, autonomous entity managing everything. And we have seen these become quite more popular as of late. We have seen incubators like this coming out, like DogDAO We have seen what is the other one? Trust Swap also have an incubator. Polka Starter is also a very popular one, and we will continue to see more and more of this come out. But Paid Network is offering a very, very unique proposition, because inside their ecosystem they'll be able to handle these DICOs in a much more efficient way versus previous competitors. And then if you are holding paid token, that will give you access to projects before they even list on Uniswap. And if you can get access to the coin before you list on Uniswap, then you can make a sizable profit by doing so. Everybody knows that. So the token will have massive utility in the ecosystem. Now the economic model will have a token burn. A percentage of all the network transaction fees are burned. You will have staked assets for governance and voting, which will reduce also the supply available on the exchanges, or if people are staking, this actually makes the token more scarce, which makes it go up in price. Then we're gonna have DICOs, decentralized autonomous initial coin offerings, which will be the revenue generated from DICO projects. Is for token from projects dropped to paid stakers. So there will be some income, and the stakers will make this, because at DICO, if somebody looks to launch as an ICO, usually these projects will pay these DICOs or these launch pads a kickback. Well, that kickback will go to everybody who is taking paid, which is the token behind the paid network. So the kickbacks will not go to a team or somebody or some consultant or advisor. None of that. They will not be able to be drinking piña coladas with that money. No. All those kickbacks will go to paid stakers, which makes the paid token a much seek after asset in the DeFi ecosystem. Also, it will be used for arbitration of fees. You're also gonna have lending. You're gonna have insurance pools, smart agreements, and escrow agreements. With this alone, like if you target the FLIPA market, that is around domain and website selling alone, they need escrow services. And you gotta see the amount of money that runs only on escrow services. Escrow, like those, it's a simple agreement, but it's so troublesome to actually execute, and you have to go through centralized platforms to handle that, when that is the perfect use case for blockchain technology, for decentralized ledger technologies. Escrow services, it's literally one of the most no-brainer use cases for blockchain technology. Here is the token flow and how the economy actors, we have economy actors, then we have network keepers, and then we have the people staking. The people staking will be staking to secure agreements and align incentives. We're gonna have service-specific staking pools, fee redistribution that is coming from the treasury, and we're gonna also have a early stakers, adopter staking pool. So for those who have been getting on board of this now, at the very beginning, those who are back in the project and are true early adopters will also get a pool of staking here that they will be making APR on. The network keepers will manage the treasury, the operations, the burning, and the reserve, and then that flows into the fee redistribution pool for when those fees come in from the DICOs and whatnot, those kickbacks and all those fees generated from those releases. Also then on the economic actors, we have the financial sectors, we got DICOs, insurance, lenders, escrow, ventures. Then we have the legal that goes also into escrow and whatnot, other parties, work contractors, arbiters, and then you have trust, you have reviewers on top. So there's several markets that can benefit from this type of services. But now look, I want you to look at this. I'm gonna go ahead and remove my webcam real quick so that you can see this image. because you have paid network in the middle, but I want you to look at what other projects exist. You know, in the DeFi tools, you have Nexus Mutual trying to achieve something similar, but not quite yet there. Then you have TrustSwap. TrustSwap have the DICO portion of it. Then of course you got Mantra DAO here that is also tapping into governance and reputation, so it's tapping into both aspects. You got Acropolis. I know Acropolis very well. I invested in the ICO of Acropolis on the last bull run, if I remember right, and it was a very good project. So they are trying to handle everything that has to do just governance and reputation, but they're leaving all the legal industry out. And here is where a top of the dog, you know, you can replace DocuSign, you can replace HelloSign, you can replace LegalZoom, you can go and tap on all of these services that we all know and are very necessary value adding dApps that can be added here. This is just amazing. Just to see all that paid network comes to solve in one simple place makes this a no-brainer. Now I want to point you right here to the layers. We're using the Polkadot consensus algorithm. That's layer 0. That's your blockchain. It's providing security, it's providing consensus. Then you have your layer 1, which is your parity based substrate. As I was saying earlier, since we are in OMNI.ai also building on parity substrate, I am personally very well versed in what is actually and how this works and how important is the technology built by parity substrate into the ecosystem. It acts as a layer 2 that makes the building of or the creation of these smart agreements literally drag and drop. This is the tool set behind substrate is second to none. In my opinion, is if you're gonna do a project, you gotta be on substrate. That's the best place to be right now. And what do you build? Now that you have layer 0 consensus algorithm, then you have the tool set or the framework in which you can build on top substrate. That's layer 1. That allows us to build all our layer 2 solutions. In this case, Pays Network is that layer 2 solution that will allow us to perform all these smart agreements and all these things that you see on this graphic right here. Isn't that beautiful? I just love it. I just love it because we are truly looking at centralized systems. We're looking at how the system are, the matrix make us a slave of decentralized systems, but we can pretty much, we can break free from all these fee consuming and inefficient services and launch everything, do everything that they do. Think about doing a lot of the stuff that LegalZoom, doing only what DocuSign can do. Doing only what DocuSign can do on the blockchain is massive. It's massive because we need these places. DocuSigns have been the way that you digitally sign any document without having to print it, sign it, scan it, send it back. But it's centralized, so you have to pay a hefty fee and it's cumbersome and you need to get the other person to adopt. The DocuSign here is everything is in one place, one umbrella, paid network. Simply amazing. Now here's the competitive landscape, and in a nutshell, Paid Network does everything and more, and all of these projects are built on top of Ethereum, Kleros, ANJ, Nexus, and TrustSwap. All of them built on top of Ethereum, and you know what that means. Come on, well, let's keep it real. We all love Ethereum here. We all love Ethereum, but gas fees, right? Gas fees. You want people to adopt your project, you want people to buy your DeFi coin, you want people to do all this, and when they come, they see $80 gas fees. That's why they don't take you. But since Paid Network is built on top of Polkadot, they do not lose their exposure to Ethereum, because last time I checked, thanks to parachains, you can have a bridge into the Ethereum, so you don't lose exposure to Ethereum. You can bridge over to Ethereum and get all that love without sacrificing efficiencies, without sacrificing performance. So that's amazing right there. This is the token matrix. So here the team is giving you a landscape of how the token is being released into existence, what will be the total supply, what is the hard cap, how much went into the seed sale, how much was private sale A, private sale, you know, all the transparency things that you expect to see into a project. And it looks, you know, it could have been better if you ask me, but you know, it looks good because it has a nice vesting period that is unlocked in 2 months, 12 months and whatnot. And everybody here is not allowed to pretty much dump on the community, which is also something that you are always looking to do. So that's very good. Now here is how the token will be distributed. You know, you got 14% for the private sale, public sale, staking rewards, advisors, team, then the ecosystems and referrals. So they have a nice 25% for ecosystems and referral. And they are thinking on marketing and exchanges. Now, if you want me to be a little bit of criticism, you know, a 1% for marketing and exchanges is too small in my opinion. Take it away from the foundation, but this is too small because marketing is huge and the amount of money you spend in marketing usually is quite sizable. And exchanges, if you are looking to get listed on a centralized exchange, you gotta walk in with the KY loop up front because they're gonna rip you off. But aside that, you know, we're in Uniswap. In my opinion, we don't even need a centralized exchange, because Uniswap is the people's exchange and we don't need these centralized exchanges. So this is the token emission. Let me keep going, and this is the roadmap. So Q2, we're gonna have the conceptualization of 20. Oh no, we are right here. Q1. So all of this is done. Closed seed, private sale, aligned partners, then marketing agency. That's good. They're gonna onboard a marketing agency in this quarter. But this is where the fun starts. Q2 2021, they also gonna have the insurance release, the lending, and the arbitration. But guess what? They're gonna also have the DICO premiums right on Q2 and right here. And this will be right on the perfect timing too, if you ask me. This will be at the top of the bull mile cycle. This will be right on the edge, at the top of that. So we're gonna be getting into some nice ICOs coming Q2. And if they start launching good projects, which it looks based on what I have seen, it will be amazing. This alone will make the paid token go bananas. Now, when you look at this bad boy, it's already listed on Uniswap. I gotta be honest. Now, your boy Manny Hernandez, at the moment of making this video, for the sake of transparency, I am not holding any bag. I am not holding any bag. Manny, why are you not holding this amazing project? Because I was not able to get on pre-sale. I was not able to get on freaking Polka starter, and I'm waiting for the initial, you know, usually I gotta be smart. I cannot allow, no matter how much I like a project, I cannot allow my FOMO to dominate. Do not ever let your FOMO dominate you. You gotta be smart about your investments. You gotta be critical about where you go, how you do things, and you can never trust your gut. You just never trust your gut. So based on past experiences, we know that usually when a project gets listed in the first few weeks, if you will, you see an initial pump. You know, we see an initial pump like what you're seeing here. It looks like it was listed a couple days ago, 6 days ago. It seems like it listed. It consolidated right here, and look, it took off. And usually you always see like an initial, you know, pump, and then it should dump somewhere around this range. I'm looking for something around this range. If we, you know, are we gonna find support on this button here? I don't know. I mean, the project has the fundamentals, and the liquidity is just 2 million. And as I have been telling everybody on my channel since forever, I don't even look at market cap anymore. This is in 2017 anymore. I'll be honest. Back then, you could look at market caps and kind of know how much money is needed to move the price. But the reality is that with these decentralized exchanges like Uniswap, what is really moving the needle is the liquidity. Because if this liquidity starts to go down, the price will go down. If the liquidity starts to go up, the price go up. If you go twice that, if we go from 2 million to 4 million, that we 1x our money. If we go from 2 to 6, that's a 2x in our money. I don't need to duplicate, or I don't need to double the total market cap. I just need to double the total liquidity. All right? And being that the liquidity is just 2 million, this is nothing. Imagine this is an easy $100 million liquidity, right? This should be a massive liquidity pool coming into this as more and more people get their hands on paid. So we see the initial pump. I expect, I don't know. It's too early to know if the sentiment is stronger behind this one. Let me know. Let me tell you this. There's a lot of people that were not able to get it in the DICOs, right? So they're getting their hands now and accumulating and staking and going all the way to. I don't know. I never rush into any hype, but I hope to get it somewhere around here, sub $2, at least. If we can come and retest this previous top, which it looks like it was a massive resistance, and then we broke through it, we may come down to retest it, and that will be a solid buying opportunity. This double, but this zone here, you get it on this zone, above 150, below below 192. That will be an amazing price to come in. Of course, I don't know if it's gonna ever come down to this price. We're in full price discovery right now, hitting all-time highs pretty much by the minute. As the moment of me making this video, I am hitting an all-time high right there. That $2.61. Maybe I will look back at this video in a couple of weeks and regret my decision of waiting to see if it will dump a little bit. It might never actually come down here, but just saying that usually the norm, I never let FOMO dominate me, although that I do have a little bit of FOMO for this one, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna lie about it, but we know that usually we have our pump. Gotta get at some point, so one whale somewhere will take profits. Believe me, it always happens. And I'll be right here somewhere waiting for it to buy it up, okay? So until then, your boy Manny Hernandez is not holding a bag of paid network, but I will be using the shit out of these services. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. It's your boy Manny Hernandez. We have much more content coming up, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. And remember, always remember, it's not about the money, it's about the freedom.